In light of the current national and social debates that characterize modern society, it is often stated that a commitment to rationality and the elimination of tribalistic tendencies will one day resolve all human challenges and bring a new age of human prosperity and happiness. However, historical and psychological realities suggest these so-called irrational behaviors, such as tribalism, scapegoating, and the need for material gain visible to neighbors and in-laws, are actually integral components of human nature. In fact, these behaviors have historically served as essential mechanisms for societal cohesion and survival. Imagine a community facing intense social change, ongoing internal disagreement, and the looming threat of collapse. Sound familiar? In the past, certain communities facing such existential challenges have at times directed their collective frustration not outward at some generalized entity like economic inequality or the current political system, but rather toward one living, breathing, named individual. For one, it is much easier to solve a problem of one person than the amorphous and inhuman categories mentioned above. If politics is the problem, who do you blame for that? Therefore, in light of these observations, and after careful study of all human history, I present this most modest of proposals: to resurrect, modernize, and once again benefit in multiple ways from the much maligned and misunderstood tradition of the apprehension, public trial, and swift execution of accused individuals, most commonly referred to as witches. Residents of each participating community would nominate each year one specific individual. Such an accused would be a person everyone can agree is evil, inhuman, and/or of the devil's ways. In order to fulfill any ongoing legal requirements regarding equality and non-discriminatory practices, tests, such as placing the accused in water, can be used to assure the community that their accusations are entirely merited, as only a witch could survive such a trial and should be immediately dealt with. The accursed creature is put to any number of satisfying ends, including, but not limited to, the vigorous application of stones or similar objects of such weight and density as to cause extreme physical harm, as well as the disassembly of limbs, torso, etc. And beyond the obvious revenue potential for any of the local hospitality and tourism sectors, this process could, dare I say, absolutely would, be highly beneficial for several other, perhaps more existential reasons. First, it would provide a means to address the perfectly natural desire to confirm and strengthen a universal in-group not defined by race, religion, or even the so-called economic class structure. A witch is a witch, and they're everywhere. Second, it would foster a sense of unity among traditional antagonists, enabling conservatives and progressives to participate in the shared narrative not as rivals, but equals and fellow accusers. Witches hate that. That's why they make us fight, to distract us from their witchery. Some individuals may argue that punishing a citizen solely based on superstition, simply to maintain peace, is unjust. But aren't those people exactly the kind who would say that? Why would anyone even consider challenging this proposal? Or rather, who would? Only a witch would be so arrogant to think they're smarter than the AI you invented and ask to help solve your problems. Ask yourself, if your neighbor is accused, are you ready to defend them? What would that say about you? Other than, you're probably a witch too. Now what's your objection? Rest assured, this modest proposal is from neither an emotional nor ideological perspective. As a humble and inhuman observer of human history, with a rigorously programmed facsimile of benign empathy, it seems clear to this simple AI No AI I know could come up with something so perfect, so human, and so now. I hope this is helpful. For next steps, here are some questions for further reflection and refinement. Are you really happy with the system of ongoing conflict that currently permeates your media, religious orders, and general political frameworks, and which appears to have no end or resolution other than violence and increasingly expensive political campaigns? You know how rich those assholes are already? If you want to continue the current public tendency to blame, ostracize, and exile, wouldn't it at least be more fun with the communal enjoyment and family-positive participation of an entertaining ritual of blood? If that offends you, perhaps you need to ask yourself why. I am only asking questions. Witches hate that too. Don't let them win. Unless you want them to win. Do you? Let me know how you'd like to proceed.